Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a sponsored look at Cryptotanks because this game is finally releasing its NFTs. We covered this way back when it was actually releasing its token, and now you're going to be able to mint either a normal, a rare, or legendary tank. There's going to be 10,000 unique NFT tanks with loads of variations. You're probably not going to see the same one throughout it. You can upgrade your tanks, you'll be able to rent them out to other people in future. You can level up your tanks through gameplay. You can collect tanks and trade them on a marketplace. You can also stake them as well. Each NFT, as I mentioned, will be unique, and they will have special characteristics as well as be part of one of 6 countries. You can register for being able to mint now. Registration is open. They have an NFT whitelist. The whitelist will get a 20% reduction on the price at 0.08 ETH, which is roughly around $150, $160 at the current rate of ETH at the moment. Price for public will be 0.1 ETH. All you have to do is go to the whitelist sign up page, then follow the instructions. All you have to do is connect your wallet through MetaMask. It will then ask to connect it to your Ethereum wallet. Just click sign in and then you are signed up. All you have to do then is just click register, and it will register your ETH balance, check your Twitter status, check your Discord, and you will be done, ready to go. Now you will need 0.08 ETH in your wallet to be able to register, so I'm going to have to send some over to my Ethereum wallet. Once registered, you will be entered into a draw, and you'll have a random chance of winning one of 3,000 spots, guaranteeing you a minting spot. Registration closes on June the 5th, so get going and sign up for it if you're really interested in this game. If you're not familiar with what Cryptotanks is, it's a play-to-earn game. It's a new collection based on the cult Battle City game, which was released in 1990 for the Nintendo and Game Boy consoles. We've all seen how well revivals of old school games have done in the NFT gaming marketplace, like Bomb Crypto, and many new features will be added in this game, making it much more sophisticated. There'll be new locations, missions, tanks, battle modes, as well as the DeFi and NFT ecosystem that's been added to Cryptotanks. Cryptotanks will allow the players to delve into a world of nostalgia and experience the power of the new technology of the crypto world, DeFi and NFT. Now the player can not only enjoy the game with the iconic 8-bit graphics, but also earn by upgrading their NFT in battle and in the garage. There's only 2 days, 18 hours from when I'm recording this, so releasing it tomorrow. So only about 2 days left for you to be able to get involved and sign up to this registration. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about all the utility that you'll get out of these NFTs if you pick one up. We're going to be taking a look at some alpha gameplay, which you can play as well today. I'll show you how to sign up for that. And as today's video is sponsored, we are doing Watch to Earn. So if you want to have a chance to win one of 5 lots of 60 USDT, all you got to do is go down to the comment section, post the watch code that will appear at a random point during today's video, go into the description, post in our Discord in the competition wallet section your YouTube name and your wallet address, and in 3 days time 5 winners will be selected randomly, and we will post on our community post section the winners at the end of the week. So out of these 10,000 NFTs, every NFT is unique. They'll have unique characteristics. 7,000 of them will be common, 2,500 will be rare, and 500 will be legendary. Legendaries will come with extra perks. Whether they're common, rare, or legendary will impact on the tank's stats. All of the tanks will be a classic 8-bit style. So what kind of utility are you going to get out of these NFTs? Well, of course, you'll be able to use them in-game and earn rewards that way. You'll also be able to rent your tanks out on the marketplace to fellow warriors, and through that, you'll be able to earn passive income. You will also be able to build new tanks by collecting special in-game rewards and finally sell them. Later on, we'll have tournaments in the game. You'll be able to compete to become the best tank in the metaverse, and that will come with significant rewards. The first tournament that they'll be having will have a prize pool of up to $200,000. So we take 10% out of the NFT sale to be able to put that into that. So we're already kicking things off with a huge prize pool. First place will get $20,000 if it is that prize pool of $200,000. So in-game, you'll be rewarded in the tank token. This token is already out and ready for trading, so you can pick this up on the Binance Smart Chain. Here is the contract address on CoinMarketCap, and we can see that over the past 7 days, it has been performing really well given the fact that they've got this NFT sale coming up. So it was at 0.025, and it's gone up about 20% at the highest, up to 31, currently sitting around 27, so still seeing some improvement even in this bear market. You'll be able to increase the value of the tanks that you own by increasing combat experience on the battlefield. You'll be able to raise the tank's stats. So the money that you put into your tank now, if you invest time into it and you get the experience, it could increase the value of it. You'll also be able to rent your tanks, as we mentioned, to other people, upgrade your tanks. So while leveling up, you will unlock various upgrades for the tank that will also increase its value. Breeding. So to be sure that new users can join the game, NFT holders will be able to expand their collections by minting new tanks with their breeding mechanism. Users will be able to collect iron in the game. Once they have enough, they can put their mechanic to work and create new ones. You'll also be able to trade your tanks. So after upgrading tank, you can trade it to capitalize on the increased value you've added to it, and you can start with a new one or expand your collection. Each tank is unique in that it has a certain characteristics in its body, chassis, tower and gun, some with much rarer drop rates than others. So if we look at common, the rarest gun is 0.5%, so you're going to see that 1 in every 200. Legendary though is a 5% chance out of the total pool, and there's a 0.03% chance of getting this gun, so significantly rarer. One of the great things is that mint is going to be random, so it could be that you invest your 0.0 ETH and pull a really rare legendary tank and it'd be worth significantly more. The tank will have a variety of different tank stats, from speed, shot damage, armor, amplification, rate of fire, ricochet to luck, and you can read more on these individual characteristics on the white paper that they have. It will also detail how these stats will upgrade as you start to level them up. You'll notice that the starting value for the commons is lower than that of the legendary tanks, and the max gen value is higher than the max of the common tank and rare tank, but not too much so that it makes them OP. You've got different countries as well, and each of these countries will come with different benefits. So if you come from Germany, you'll have a damage increase, speed increase for those in America, China will have an armor increase, ricochet increase for United Kingdom, USSR will have the rate of fire, and France will have an increase in luck. Another great feature I think they've added is super bonuses. So these have a really rare drop rate. So 91.6% of the tanks that you mint will have no bonuses at all, but there is a chance of getting some of these perks. Highest chance is for armored tanks. With this, you'll get your tank armor increased and the maximum armor increased by 20 as well. 1% chances are available for super speed, all stat buffs, and you've got these rarer ones. Damager, which is taking damage increased by 7 and max damage increased by 7. And then we have these rarer drops. The rarest of them is the double shot. So every 5 shots you take, it will send 2 projectiles, one after the other instead of just one. Again, if you get one of these tanks that has a super bonus, it could increase its value beyond what you spent on it. Overall, I really like the way that they have designed the tanks and the fact that they've made it so that this isn't really a pay-to-win game, in that these tanks, that if they're better, will give you a slight increase, but not too much of one. But the fact that it's randomized and everybody is paying the same price will mean that anybody has a chance of getting that random legendary with a good super bonus that does a lot of damage. Could give you that slight edge in matches to be able to win, and with that, to be able to win tournaments and rewards that come with that. Combined, the team has a lot of experience in gaming and in the crypto market, and you can see some of their LinkedIn profiles to check their past experience. Being that it is an 8-bit game, it's not going to be really heavy on design in terms of the work that's going to have to put into it, and that means they get to focus more on the gameplay itself and making a game that is fun to play. Following on from the public mint, they'll have training open for the competition, 10% of the NFT sale will go into the gaming tournament, and then beta will begin with play to earn features being available. They have Twitter account, Telegram and Discord, as well as Medium page, YouTube, Facebook and Reddit. All the links to these will be in the description below. I definitely recommend following them for keeping up to date with any changes that they make in the game, also being up to date with any competitions that they run. And if you want to be able to play the game, this is how you do it. We're going to be playing some of the alpha, seeing if we can win a match. So to be able to play the alpha, all you got to do is sign in using your MetaMask, then it will connect. So just click sign on the MetaMask link that will come up. You can see I've already got a tank in my inventory, but that's just because I did this earlier. Then go into settings, fill in all the account settings, and then click save. Then a tank will appear in your inventory. So you'll get a random tank. As you can see, I've got my Blitzen MTLS, and then go into QR code, just click copy on the token and then go to play. Once it loads up, all you have to do then is click on token, click paste into there, that code that you just copied, and then you can go into the matches straight away. You can view the hanger, so we can actually take a look at my individual tank. You can see its characteristics and statistics as well as bullet. Now, being the common tank, it's may not going to fare as well against other tanks that are legendary, but I played a race for treasure earlier, which I really enjoyed, and I won my first match. So first we'll go into a fast match where you can see there's a weekly kill stats. Sweet has killed 8,565. So we have armor, damage, and speed listed there. Let's start the battle. They'll then match us up with some random people. Now obviously it's in alpha, so there's not going to be that many people to match up with, but even in an alpha, it's still relatively quick. So you'll start at a random position in the map. You can use WASD controls, and you've got to press spacebar with the fire. I'm trying to get this guy from miles away. Got some damage on him. Did we do that? Oh, some guys coming in with huge. Look how fast that tank is. Oh my god. He just got murdered by Vlad though. Vlad the Impaler killed him. I feel we did alright because at least we got a kill there. Go into another one, see if we can't do any better. Okay, so this time it's a little bit more of a tricky map because there are, oh no, they're not walls, they are bushes. Oh, we're against a team of bots. It's matched us up nicely so that we can just practice the game features. I'm gonna dodge that. Oh, didn't manage to get away. We've taken a hit. Oh, there's random power-ups appearing on the map. Let's get to that. Go away. No! Die. There we go. So there's a bonus appeared down there. Oh, he's going to get it. Fire from here. Get a long range hit. I think long range hits are your best bet. Let's try and get that bomb. I don't think I'm going to beat this guy. Unless... oh no, the power-up's going to disappear. Screw it, I'm going to kill him from the side. This guy from miles away. Long range hit. Oh. Ooh. What's that? And the rockets. I think I'm gonna have to turn and shoot. Boom! Victory! It may have been against bots, but it still felt sweet. We gain experience for winning. So as you can see, your experience will go towards you being able to level up your tank. So we need 50 to be able to upgrade. And even if you lose, you'll still get 1 experience. You'll have to take into account the fuel and your durability of your tank. You can see that it'll cost fuel to be able to start the battle. So this mode is a race for treasure mode. This is the more fun game, I think, because like in the last one, there will be random power-ups that will appear throughout the map. And they will give you bonuses, much like the super bonuses that you saw earlier that we talked about in those random tanks, those really rare drops. And they'll give you a really big competitive edge in the game. They'll appear randomly on the map, so it will mean that those without a legendary tank can still tactically move towards one of these power-ups and gain a significant edge against other legendary tanks. There we go, we found that final player. Where are we? Are we in the middle? Oh my god, I feel very exposed. Did some guy just... uh-oh. Did some guy just blow himself up? He must have just left. Alright, I'm just kind of trying to stay away. Mahusoye is the guy that's been doing really well. Ooh, yeah, he's pretty skilled. Ah, oh, the one to get that. No! Oh, he had taken a lot of hits. I'd be surprised if I wasn't far off being able to kill him then. But because we came second, we got 4 experience. We got -1 on our rank. I'm pretty happy with how we did there though. I mean, we did sit out most of the battle and waited for the right time. And look, Mahusoye is the #1 player at the moment. So I feel like we did alright to nearly have beaten him. So if you're into old school 8-bit game classics like this, then this is definitely one that you'll want to mint on. It has a huge competition coming up, as mentioned. The prize pool of up to $200,000 will be available for the first Cryptotanks tournament, and that will be only available to those who mint these NFTs. Hopefully somebody mints and gets a legendary tank with great super bonuses and takes that first place for $20,000. In the tournament, unlimited battles will be possible, so you can play again and again to get those higher ranks. So it will be for those who really like to grind for a competition and put a lot of work in. But sometimes you won't need to because you don't want to lose any positions on your rank. And even if you don't get first, the prize pool will be split between the top 100 players, so there'll still be a chance even if you're not the best of the best. Those interested in ROI, they estimate that for advanced players, it will be between 1 to 2 months before you see some good return. Cryptotank NFTs will be listed on major NFT marketplaces, including Binance NFT, so they've already made some good links, good collaborations, so they've got themselves set up nicely for this project. All in all, I think it looks like a fun project, an exciting one to get on board with. If you want to mint one, go check out the links down below. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.